Unveiled beneath layers of ice on Turkey's towering Mount Ararat, scientists have made a discovery that could confirm one of the greatest biblical stories. From 3D scans matching biblical dimensions to ancient artifacts predating Jesus, what lies inside this ancient vessel is beyond imagination. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the evidence that could change everything we thought we knew about Noah's Ark. As a premonition of Christ as the last method of salvation from sin, the story of Noah's Ark represents divine mercy, forgiveness, and the value of biodiversity. Remains of Noah's Ark were discovered in Turkey. 3D scans and soil samples confirm biblical dimensions and dates. At 14,000 feet, a rock formation that resembles fossilized sea timbers and marine life was discovered. Chinese scholar Dean Chen examined a 800-year-old ship, and an Iraqi tablet described Noah's Ark as being egg-shaped and the size of a football stadium. With evidence pointing to a common ancient flood narrative and end times analogies between Noah's account and the Ark, the search for tangible confirmation of Noah's Ark reality blends religious conviction with archaeological curiosity. Noah's Ark serves as a metaphor for finding stability in a connection with God amid uncertain times. It also highlights the idea of God renewing the world and highlights the idea of a faithful remnant being preserved, which is similar to end times prophecies. Noah's Ark serves as a metaphor for finding stability in a connection with God amid uncertain times. It also highlights the idea of God renewing the world and highlights the idea of a faithful remnant being preserved, which is similar to end times prophecies. Building Noah's Ark symbolizes a divine covenant between God and humanity, signifying divine mercy, forgiveness, and the chance for a new beginning, in addition to the importance of biodiversity and the interconnectedness of all living things. The account of Noah's Ark highlights the idea of God regenerating the world and the idea of a faithful remnant being preserved, which is similar to end times prophecies. It is still unknown what happened to Noah's Ark after the deluge, while some hypotheses contend it was hidden or slowly decayed. The story of Noah's Ark functions as a metaphor for seeking stability in a connection with God in an unpredictable world. The door of the Ark represents the only way to salvation, and the Rainbow Covenant represents hope, under ice and rock that have been there for generations. A surprising finding in the Turkish mountains provides new insight into one of history's biggest mysteries. The shocking discoveries found within may have surprised you. It is believed that scientists have discovered pieces of the fabled three-story vessel that survived the biblical flood. The riddle of Noah's Ark, an old secret that has persisted for 5,000 years, has been unlocked by a historical discovery of massive proportions. However, doubts have been raised about the evidence and a government cover-up. A legend is Noah's famous Ark in the center of Turkey. We are left wondering why Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan chose to keep this miracle secret from the world as the mystery grows as we uncover the incredible discoveries made inside this ancient vessel. We go through time to the ruins of the nations that the Holy Quran mentions, where we bear testimony to the treatment of prophets as a result of disobedience. Noah, also referred to as the second Adam, was faced with a supernatural flood that only spared his family and the carefully selected group of animals on the Ark. The search for Noah's Ark becomes a timeless journey as we read through the Bible, the Torah, the Psalms, and the Holy Quran. Scientists of all faiths have wondered what became of this enormous ship that carried life during the catastrophic deluge. A group of Chinese Christian missionaries and scientists have made a remarkable find they believe to be the unveiling of Noah's Ark atop the towering Mount Ararat in eastern Turkey. Raised to a majestic 12,000 feet, this peak cradles the Ark hidden beneath layers of snow that date back generations. The three-story Ark described by the team's findings is evidence of ancient craftsmanship. But when American scientists contest the validity of the discovery, doubts are raised. There are doubts regarding the age of the wood samples that were examined by forensics, raising questions about their compatibility with Noah's time. But this revelation is not a unique instance. There have been searches for more than a century. Noah's Ark was based on the stories found in the Holy Quran, which describes how it crashed into Judy Mountain. The proof that their Chinese counterparts have provided does not persuade certain American scientists. The Chinese team of scientists are adamant about their assertion, stating with 99% certainty that the found building is, in fact, the actual Ark that Noah built himself, a massive project that God commanded some 48,000 years ago. After careful inspection, they discovered that the Ark is 3 stories tall and features large halls with wooden pillars. But even in Arab newspapers, this declaration has raised doubts about the veracity of this incredible battle. These articles question whether the ship, which the Chinese and Turkish Christian scholars revealed, is consistent with the Holy Quran's historical narratives of Noah's Ark. Arab publications revealed the joint research endeavors of Chinese and Turkish scholars who examined the passages of the Holy Quran in an attempt to gain an understanding of the Ark's voyage. In pursuit of authenticity, these specialists investigate the relationship between the written word and the tangible artifacts found atop Mount Ararat. Mount Ararat has drawn a large number of researchers during the last 20 years as a focal point for scientific inquiry. A building fashioned like a rock on the mountains has been claimed by some as Noah's Ark in the past. However, the new cooperation between Turkish and Chinese researchers focuses on the precise icy site where the remains of the Ark were found. The team persevered despite the difficult circumstances at this location, which included dangerously steep terrain and temperatures as low as -60 degrees Celsius. They carefully examined Noah's Ark from 60 different angles, and behind a thick coating of snow, they discovered a shattered but wonderfully intact building. Despite the ship's multiple cracks, the squad persevered and managed to board the Ark. In a formal news conference, Chinese specialist Dean Chen provided insights from their outstanding research. Reiterating the unusual nature of this monumental discovery, he highlighted the amazing interior, with each room standing at an astonishing 5 meters, offering adequate space for numerous species. Chinese experts carefully analyzed the ship's components using state-of-the-art radiocarbon technology, revealing an astonishing age of about 4,800 years. Curiously, there were sealed chests inside the Ark that no expert could open, no matter how hard they tried. Unfazed, the group is preparing for a retrial on Mount Ararat, equipped with X-ray machines and contemporary gear. This grand project intends to answer the questions raised by doubtful American scientists, in addition to revealing the secrets that lie within the boxes, confirming once more the veracity of their amazing discovery. The idea that Noah's Ark has been found is not a new one, and historical reports from many sources keep the movie's storyline intriguing. A British soldier named Leonard became involved in the rock collecting relics from local markets during World War II, driven by his love of history and archaeology. After Leonard's death, these objects were kindly presented to the British Museum by his son, Simon. British archaeologist Irving Flea investigated an old Assyrian tablet bearing the tale of divine wrath among these items. The tablet told the tale of how God's wrath caused sinful humanity to be submerged. God spoke to Noah, a good man who lived in the valley of the Tigris and Euphrates, by angels. God gave Noah the instructions to build an ark that would hold pairs of every living thing in addition to providing sanctuary for the righteous. The tablet gave a detailed account of the ark's enormous dimensions, comparing it to a football stadium. Remarkably, researchers placed the tablet's age at about 4,000 years old, which puts it 200 years older than Jesus. This finding is yet another strong argument in favor of the veracity of Noah's deluge, putting to the test those who reject religious myths as fiction, in particular. These concrete remnants of history that are appearing all over the world are indisputable evidence that compels even the most ardent opponents of religion, especially Islam, to reevaluate their viewpoints and acknowledge the deep truths present in these antiquated narratives. This old tablet has a unique detail regarding Noah's Ark on it. Instead of being a traditional longship, it was an egg-shaped ship that was unique to that era's navigation of the Tigris and Euphrates. This unique realization gives the story a captivating depth and a window into Noah's era's marine customs. According to Sarah and the Holy Quran, verse 44 states that the Ark rested atop Judi, a tall mountain. Legends from the Babylonian era said that Mount Gata, which is located close to the island of Ibn Omar and is currently a portion of Turkey that borders Iraq, was the landing place. Muslim historians confirm Mount Garda's legal significance by identifying it as Mount Judy. However, Christian missionaries noted that the Ark landed on Mount Ararat, which crosses the border between Armenia and Turkey, leading to a difference in views. As the first prophet sent to humanity, Hazrat Noah, who is regarded as the second Adam in the Book of Prophets, had a significant influence. His significance is highlighted by the 73 times his name appears in the Holy Quran. Hazrat Noah, who lived for an incredible 900 years, begged his people in ancient Iraq to give up their rebellious ways. After his cries were unanswered, Allah gave him the order to construct the enormous ship, which had dimensions of 300 cubits by 50 cubits by 30 cubits. As the punishment took place, the earth erupted with spring and unrelenting rain, covering everything in water for 6 months. After navigating the flooded terrain for 8 days, Noah's Ark eventually found a resting place atop Mount Judy on the 10th of Muharram. After the flood passed, Hazrat Noah built the mosque known as Samani and the city of Khorasan as the flood subsided. Noah only had 60 more years to live. His shrine still stands in Lebanon as a reminder of this historic time. We hope that examination of Noah's Ark has sparked your curiosity, viewers. We've unveiled the secrets of Noah's Ark, a discovery that merges faith with history. Hit subscribe to explore more incredible truths with us. Don't miss out on our next adventure into history's hidden wonders.